I'm here with the Kings, Ka Hotep. Y'all gotta pull it in tight, man. Y'all kind of pull it in tight. I got my man YAhshron Amun.
Peace.
You know what I'm saying? Once again, I always like to shout out how the people can reach you. Ka, how can people reach you if they want to get in contact with you?
Definitely, man. Just find me on Facebook, Ka Hotep. You know, we can link up, we can build, you know, we can grow. You know, so like I said, Facebook, Ka Hotep.
It's your boy YAhshron Amun on Facebook. Also Instagram, Smooth Enlightenment, Smooth with a V, Enlightenment IN. Shout out to all my brothers and sisters, kings and queens, guys and goddesses out there.
Alright, cool. So we were just talking about the queens, the sisters, and you know, some of the difficulties we're having when we're dealing with them. We want to treat them with respect. We want to treat them as queens. We want to see them as, you know, women, people to protect. But we're not receiving the same love and respect back from the sisters. And we want to encourage our sisters to not look at all brothers as enemies or just some dude who just trying to get some ass. Look at us as kings, because we're going to look at you as queens. And, you know, just talk about your experiences when you meet a random queen out there and the difficulties you had dealing with them.
Well, I understand. I don't mean to take away from you, but I understand that it's a lot of dudes out here, a lot of niggas out here, hotepping and hostepping they way into the queen inboxes or when they meet in person. We understand that a lot of dudes are using consciousness for self-gain, you know what I'm saying, for selfish reasons. But you should be, energy recognizes energy. And you should be understand when a brother is being genuine. And just a particular incident I went through, that I was at a store with a sister. I had purchased an item. I needed to return it for an upsize. That's it. So I come to the sister in love and in peace. I didn't try to spit no one-liners or anything like that. And she just had an attitude, foul attitude. And what was crazy was it was somebody outside of our immediate race that was more, you know what I'm saying, welcoming and helpful to me than my own sister. And that really disturbed my spirit, man. I was genuinely upset. And this sister was natural too. That's what, see, a lot of sisters have a natural hair but don't have a natural mind. And I was hoping that with that natural hair came a natural mind. And she didn't have that natural mind. And I'm wondering, why are you giving me this type of attitude, you know what I'm saying, when I'm coming in a love energy? And the girl that helped me that was outside my race came at me with the respect, with the helpfulness and the love energy, you know what I'm saying, and gave me the information that I needed to go ahead with, you know what I'm saying, the issue that I was having. And that's what we have to understand. Well, as family, we have to recognize each other, you know what I'm saying? Energy recognizes energy, and we have to come with that love, you know what I'm saying, peace, so we can grow that unity, man.
I definitely agree. I feel like we don't have no compassion for each other. You know, we are lacking that. You know, we just got to discuss during the talk about, you know, this book here, The Willingness and the Making of a Slave. You know, there's a lot of things, you know, a lot of people probably say whether the willingness letter is real or not. One thing we can say is real is the practices are definitely real. And like Brother YAhshron was saying, you know, it's sad that another race can have more compassion for us or try to, you know, help us out in a situation when our own people, especially somebody that's natural, you know, they give us an indication that she has a knowledge of self. You know, she has pride in her being in her natural state, but at the same time, when you are dealing with somebody that looks just like you or from the same race, you know, you don't have no type of guidance. You know, no type of, okay, I'm gonna help this person because, you know, we already have enough on our plate with people trying to short stop us or not letting us have access, or, you know, making sure that we are not getting, you know, wherever we want to be at. You know, they're gonna make sure they block their path. And it just comes from learned behavior.
The worst thing we could do is receive that same treatment from our queens. You know, that's the worst thing to do. Because, believe it or not, you know, ladies, you guys are our strength. You know, you feed us. We get up every day, shave, put our clothes on, look fly, smell good for you. We go work hard for you. You know, we fight against this system for you. So when we come in your presence and we don't receive the love that we deserve, it's hurtful, it's discouraging, and it shouldn't be that way. Because you can't judge every guy from your last boyfriend. You know what I'm saying? I'm not your last boyfriend, so don't take it out on me. When I come in your contact and I'm treating you, hey queen, hi sister, you know, how can I help you? You know, are you reaching for that?
Last dude that hollered at you.
Right.
I'm not him.
You're not him. So stop seeing every guy as, you know, a potential threat. You know, judge us accordingly. You know?
Yeah. I mean, and when I went through that with this book here, and then they are saying, you know, put the male against the female, young versus old, light skin versus dark skin, field nigga versus house nigga, this plantation versus that plantation. You know, once we have a knowledge of this is what was put onto us, this was how they divided us, then the ownership becomes on us then. Because now we know. Now we see the different mechanisms that have been put in place that have us in the situation where we're at today. You know, this is the reason why we have so many broken homes. This is why we have over 70% of our women having babies out of wedlock. You know what I mean? Because as a race, we don't know how to deal with each other. You know what I mean? The man and the woman are in different roles. What I mean by that, during slavery, they knew they had once they made that man feel less than a man, and they did that in front of our women. Then our women didn't look at us as a man. Then when they needed something, they knew we couldn't provide it for them because only thing we were getting was from the slave master. And then with us having to be so passive and submissive, you know, and she knowing that the white man have more power, more control, she knew that she couldn't look at us for anything. Everything is yes, master, yes, sir, master when she talking to the master, but then when she come home, we get that attitude because she didn't see us as that man. Because this is it's called breaking us. She's gonna raise her son to be passive because she don't want to see him go through what she just witnessed this other black man that wasn't passive go through. He being ripped, feathered and tarred and, you know, set afire and horses ripping his body apart. She don't want she don't want that to be her son, you know, in that situation. So she's more at the front. And still today, that's why we have songs like Independent Chick. You know, I tell my daughters, you don't need to be independent, you need a man. You know what I mean? How you gonna have your family if you don't have a man?
Balance.
You know, balance. You know, in my job, I hear men coming in talking about, yeah, I'm in my old lady car, she let me hold a debit card. I'm like, shouldn't it be the other way around? Should she be up in your car and, you know, you are able to take care of your queen the way a king's supposed to? But I'm like, when I'm hearing men saying that their old lady is doing this for them, is taking care of them like they should be taking care of their queen, I feel like the roles have been reversed. You know what I mean? And this is things that just been taught from generations, you know, coming out of slavery. And when we came out of slavery, we didn't have nothing in place to break us from that psychological impact that we had during slavery. So those type of traditions continue to go from generation to generation. The woman being the one at the front. And then we still see these type of things today. You know, women are feeling that they don't look at us, especially the good men, as a man. You know what I mean? Now, for me and my situation is totally different because my wife and I, we are going through this growth together. You know, when I'm studying, she is right there with me. When I'm looking at a lecture, she's right there with me. So I was lucky to have a woman or a queen that was able to go through this journey with me. But when we have our people that are uneducated and they don't know these things, they don't understand, they act in this way because somebody had a plan for you to act this way. then we have to take that ownership. We can't look at each other like we are our worst enemies. You know what I mean? We can't, if the man and the woman cannot communicate, cannot build together in the same household, what are we doing for our children? You know what I mean? So like, our women have to start learning how to trust us, to let us make our decisions. And sometimes even we're not gonna always make the right decision. I'm not perfect. I'm gonna mess up. But even when I make a mistake, I can look at what worked and what didn't work, and I can learn from that. But let that man be a man, and let your queen be a queen, and then don't try to feel like one gotta be higher than the other. Let y'all both be the head of the household, and y'all share responsibility, and y'all grow together. Nobody don't have to be over nobody, because even if you have a housewife, the things that she take care at home while you're bringing the money in, it all works together. You know, when you don't have to worry about having clean clothes and your food cooked and things in the house is in order, it's because your queen is taking care of that. You know, so even if she's a housewife, she's still equal to you. You know what I mean? Nobody is higher than the other.
Being a good leader is being able to delegate power. You know, so if she's better at something than you, delegate that power and submit those roles to her. Like, listen, you good at these things. Hey, listen, whatever you say with that goes, that's on you. I'm gonna follow your lead on that, and that's the role of a good leader. Yeah. You know, because we as men have to realize we not gonna be perfect in every single thing. So yeah, I agree with what you're saying. I just want to throw that in there real quick though.
Yeah.
You know.
Man, everything you said, I ain't got it. I mean, when you talk about delegating the powers, I think a lot of people fear the word submit, but they don't really understand what the word submit means. All right, we're not asking you to, we're not talking about bondage, you know, like that. We're talking about submit to a specificity of what you are well equipped to bring to the household, man. So, I mean, they said it. They described it best. What he just explained, what the guy Sonny and the Sis said as far as delegating powers, I'm in all agreement, man. I ain't got nothing else to say. Really.
All right, man. You know. So yeah, we don't want to try to seem like we beating up on the sisters. We love our queens, and like I said, your love and care is of great importance to a king. You know, what we do every day on a daily basis is for you. You know, so the last thing we want to do is come encounter with the queen and receive nothing but grief and attitude and you know, just rejection for no reason. Yeah. You know, and that doesn't mean that we're trying to get your number. You have to give us your number. I'm talking about that kind of rejection. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, we coming to you know, just have a simple interaction with you. You don't need to treat us like, you know, we're your enemy. We're not your enemy, and sometimes the system is set up to turn our greatest asset against us, and our greatest asset is our queens. So know that you are our greatest asset. Know your role as a queen, and when I say know your role, I'm not saying it as you know, trying to be demeaning or whatever. I'm just saying you are our greatest asset. Know that. So when you come in contact with the king, treat him as such, because he's going to treat you as such. You know. So with that being said, I guess we're going to close this video out. All right? Yeah. Peace to the gods.
Peace, love, and light.